Uganda's post-independence history is interspersed with anarchy and bloodshed. Throughout the different regimes that have emerged, atrocities, murders and disappearances continue to be chronicled in a litany of human rights reports. The Refugee Law Project archives have some of the most compelling records of such atrocities. So, when President Museveni recently acknowledged that the NRA was involved in atrocities in northern Uganda, his comments tallied with documented records.
Apart from the Mukura railway wagon incident and the Buchoro pit incident, which were reported, there are other incidents that are coming to light now. These include the incident at Kanyum, where Wananchi were killed by elements of our army.
Though Museveni denied having known about the atrocities previously, he said that the commanders will be held responsible for the crimes.
I'm going to follow up all these incidents, unearth the culprits if they are still alive, so as to hold them accountable.
However, a leading exponent against what he termed a silent genocide in northern Uganda, UPC President Olara Otunnu says Museveni should be held responsible by the International Criminal Court.
Joseph Kony deserves to be indicted and to be tried before the ICC. But you know what? So does Yoweri Kaguta Museveni. He's the other side of this person. He was the commander, the chief perpetrator of atrocities on the other side.
Otuunu, who has been outspoken, especially at the time when he served as Under-Secretary General and Special Representative for Children and Armed Conflict at the UN, says Museveni's statement is a little too late. Nevertheless, Otuunu says that there is still a glimmer of hope for reconciliation.
If he's serious about truth-telling, then right away, beginning today, he should offer to be ready to discuss the modalities for setting up a truth-telling commission, meaning the selection of eminent individuals from within Uganda and outside Uganda to investigate the genocide in northern Uganda and other atrocities of which I've spoken to you before.
However, the army publicist Lt Col Paddy Ankunda told Otuunu not to pretend to be holier than thou.
I think Mr. Olara Otunnu should go slow on these matters. He's not the one who has raised it. This has been raised by the president of this country. And for him to quickly conclude is ridiculous.
Otuunu says he's ready for a probe, even if it extends to his party UPC, which is also accused of carrying out atrocities in Luwero Triangle during the 1981 to 1985 Bush struggle. According to peace and reconciliation experts, accusations and counter-accusations will not bring about dialogue.
We have seen an attempt to try Col Yellow here. What has it done? It hasn't achieved anything. Why? Because the trial is suspicious. People are asking questions. Why try Col Yellow? What about those generals who burned people alive in Mukura? Who buried people alive in Buchoro? Who slaughtered innocent people in Namokora? Several atrocity sites attributed to different parties. So before we start pointing fingers, let's have the evidence.
Oula says that investigations require a political will so that meaningful reconciliation can be achieved.
There must be unprecedented political will. It takes leadership of the Mandelas for a country to come to terms with its past. In the current political environment, I don't think the president is in a position to effectively implement this unless we start with the Truth and Reconciliation Commission, which will point fingers everywhere. But for the first time, if I have something to say, I will come out and say, and the people are out there willing to talk.
In places where such investigations have been conducted, for example in Rwanda and in South Africa, there's been a lot of emotional breakdown relating it to scratching healed wounds. Now, peace and conflict resolution experts say that this is the price to pay for reconciliation.
It will be a hard truth, and that's the question. Are we ready to handle the truth? Because the truth will be bitter, but the truth will help heal this society. It's like the bitter roots, which we call matoput. You need to go through that process of facing the truth as they are.
It is not clear yet when the UPDF will start investigations, which are supposed to culminate into trial for the accused. Solomon Serwanja, NTV.